Gugayil Arivairami Paramatuman Arunachala Ramanan Parivalulam Muruganala Paranarndidu Guhayarnd Arivam Vilitiravai Nisamarivai Adu Veliyam அண்ணாமலையாய் அடியேனை ஆண்டன்றே ஆவியுடல் கொண்டாயனக்கோ குறையுண்டோ குறையும் நமும் நீயல்லால் என்னேனிவற்றை என்னுயிரே எண்ணம் எதுவோ அது செய்வாய் கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே ஓம் அதிமதுர சாபஹஸ்தாம் அபரிமிதாம் மோதபான சௌபாக்யாம் அருணாம் அதிசய கருணாம் அபிநவ குலசுந்தரீம் வந்தே ஓம் ஐம் ஹ்ரீம் ஸ்ரீம் Sri Arunachalam. Today is a very auspicious day. Today is Onam. So Onam greetings to all of you. So in Kerala, people celebrate. Really they celebrate. So it's a matter of celebration because it is a sacrifice of Bali Chakravarti. It has been glorified. He offered himself to the Lord. That's a great. And Lord appeared as Vamana, right? So it's a wonderful thing. And I suppose today Hindu read.
He read the
Vamana.
Narayani.
There the Vamana avatar.
Bali.
Very appropriate. Good.
Vamana Jayanti.
Vamana Jayanti. Okay. So we have been seeing this Bhaja Govindam. So yesterday we saw Bhalastavat Krida Sakta. When he was a young boy, he always interested only in some toys, games, other things. When he grows up as a young person, he loses himself in the pursuit of love and lust. Tarunastavat Taruni Sakta. He goes behind the opposite sex. That is how his life goes. Though he may be doing other things, but primarily his attention is in that. And then Vriddhastavat, when he grows older, Chinta Sakta. Worries and worries. Anxieties, fear, all those things. Parame Brahmani Kovina Saktaha. Alas, nobody is interested in the supreme reality, the supreme truth, which alone can give us the true bliss. true happiness and true fulfillment. But alas, nobody is interested in it, says Bhagavan Adi Shankara. And the 8th verse also we have seen, who is your wife? Who is your son? Samsaroyam ativa vichitraha. This is vichitra. Why? Because somebody has come in between in our life and we get so attached, in the sense, we give so much of value, in the sense, atitamana or value. Exaggerated value. And then we think, without that person I am nothing, who, and we get so attached, and because of that we suffer so much. And not only that, there is no time for thinking higher. When we get enmeshed only in this, see, we have to do our duties, we have to take care of everybody in the family, everything is fine. But if you get totally enmeshed in it, then there is no scope for thinking about the higher. Only this much or what? No. And we are a different jiva here for different purpose. And everybody will come and everybody will go in their own paths. Is that not so? So that is why he is asking, who is this girl? Suddenly you got so, enamored and so crazy about her. And who is your son or daughter? Think about it. This samsara is ativa vichitraha. Kasyatvam. To whom do you belong actually? Who are you? From where you have come? Kaha puta ayataha. Think about it, from where we have come. From all this, from where all this have come. Where everything is going. Really we don't. We know only just in between something little bit. But from where it has come, where it is going, what is the ultimate purpose of all this, we don't know. Tattvam chintaya. Thus you think about the reality. Iha brataha. Oh dear brother, here you have to think about all these things. So this is what we have to think. Who am I? From where this I is arising? This is the heart of Atma Vichar, propagated by Bhagavan Ramana. Kuta ayataha is a very significant word. Edumidam edu. Kuta ayataha. From where you have come. Meaning what? From where the I thought is arising. See? So this is what you have to think now. Don't get blindly attached to things and beings. See, our Acharya used to beautifully say. He says, we create, we get attached and we suffer. These are the 3 steps. We create. Why can't I build an ashram? So it's a wonderful place to teach. No? Why can't I build an ashram? So that comes as a thought. And then you create. And then you get so attached. Oh, the ashram is so beautiful nowadays. A beautiful pond is there. And garden has come up. Everything is nice. Birds are coming. Ha ha, ho ho. You get so attached. When the appointed time comes, not necessarily death. Not necessarily death. When you have to leave, then you have to suffer. See, you should not get attached. You know why? Any time the Lord calls, you should be ready to pack and go. Not necessarily death, I mean. See, you have to drop this. Come on, move on. You should be able to drop and move on. No, I can't drop. That is not spiritual maturity. When the time comes, if you have to drop something, you have to drop it. So therefore, Tattvam Chintaya, think about this, oh brother. Another version is Bhrantaha, oh deluded one, think about this. Till here, we have seen yesterday. We will move on. See the 9th verse. Here, this verse, Gurudev Swami Chinmayanandaji calls it as ladder of rise. Climb up. How to rise in spiritual sadhana. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, Krishna has given the ladder of fall. Jhayato vishayan pumsan sangasteshu pajayate. How you fall? You think about an object again and again, and then you get attached, and then you get deluded, and then that is how you fall. It's a big process. Here, how you can rise, that is given in this 9th verse. A very, very important verse. Satsangatve Nissangatvam Nissangatve Nirmohatvam Nirmohatve Nischalatatvam Nischalatatve Jivan Muktihi Satsangatve Nissangatvam Nissangatve Nirmohatvam Nirmohatve Nischalatatvam Nischalatatve Jivan Muktihi Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudamate Samprapte Sannihite Kale Nahi Rakshati Dukram Karane. Here Acharya says Satsangatve Nissangatve. When you involve yourself more and more in Satsanga, this is Satsanga. Satsanga means what? Association with good. Sat means Satyam or good. The company of the good and the noble ones. So when we involve more and more in Satsanga, what happens? Nissanga happens. See, yesterday somebody was asking, Swamiji, when we are here, things are clear and we are very convinced. But when we go away from here, when we get involved in our day-to-day life, then that inspiration goes. So what to be done? How to be inspired always? This is the way out. Satsanga. Again and again, we have to seek the company of the good, the noble ones. See, actually Sat means Satyam, the truth. Satsanga means, actual Satsanga is always we should remain in the truth which is in our own heart. Satsanga, that is real Satsanga. But at this point of time, we do not know how to remain there. That Satsanga is very, very difficult now. So the other Satsanga is what? We have to seek the company of the sadhus and great masters and try to remain in that company. I tell you, I really know the value of Satsanga. Because when I was young, there was one Swami, I used to visit him every now and then. And that Satsanga, oh my God, how much it has helped me, I cannot express it in words. Your mind will not go here and there. Mind is so, one point. When I took the decision to join the ashram, there was no second thought. I was not thinking about it. Just like that. Meaning what? Your mind is so clear. And you are so inspired. And there is no sort of oscillation. This is the glory of satsang. See, otherwise, when we are left to ourselves, the mind is oscillating, wavering. This is right, that is right. Shall I do this or not do this? But when you are in the company of a great Mahatma, there is clarity, there is inspiration. Yes, this is it. This is the glory of satsang. Otherwise, there are so much of temptations in the world around. It's very difficult to turn the mind. But they are like spiritual magnet. When you sit at their feet, mind is quiet, subdued, and not wavering. Actually, it happens. The great masters. Because of their tapas, their mind is so powerful. Easily our mind gets tamed in their presence. Satsangatve. So please seek the company of good again and again. And satsanga. Why we forget? We tend to forget it fizzles out. So like recharging the battery again and again, we have to recharge ourselves again and again. That is why satsang is required. Why do we go to temples also? There is something in the temple, mysterious, some vibration, something is there. When you go, you feel recharged. Even tirthas, like Varanasi, Ganga Maya, you go there, you are inspired. So many places like that, you know. So satsanga is very important to be on this path. What happens when you involve yourself more and more in the company of the good? Nissanga happens. Meaning what? We ourselves get detached from the false. Not only from the false, from the unnecessary pursuits. And more we withdraw because we have now got the clarity that this is everything. And the vyavahara is not much, nothing much. So more and more you want to get involved in this. Usikhanda Pune Mati. What? Ippadi tappunai ye ninaippithai iniyar viduvar arunachala. Now you have given me the taste. I am not going to leave you now. So when you get the taste of it, then you get it. And you will not want to leave it. So Nissanga happens automatically. Instead of going to parties, pub, here, there, you want to go to temple or to go to a satsanga. See, even after that, occasionally you may go. Nothing harm in anything actually in this world. But more and more the mind seeks the company of the good. That is called as Nissanga. You get little detached from the mundane, routine, worldly pursuits. When the mind gets withdrawn from the ordinary sensual pursuits, worldly pursuit, nissangatve nirmohatvam. You know, moha means what? We give exaggerated value to things and beings around. That is called as moha. Watching cinema is okay, but every day I want to watch a cinema. Binge watch. You know, cinema moham pidichirukkum. Cricket watching is fine. I want to watch all the cricket happening everywhere. See, if you open the Cricinfo and other websites, you wonder, oh my God, these many cricket matches are happening or what? All over the world. So many things are happening. But some people are there, they watch all the matches. Is it possible? தலைக்குள்ள என்ன ஆகும் யோசிச்சு பாருங்க. தூங்கும்போது போல் போடுவோம் யாராவது. So, see, entertainment and relaxation is okay. But eppapar only that means what? It is useless. Na? You yourself, see, after some time, you dislike yourself actually. You don't like yourself. You know, what am I doing here? Always browsing, you know, some YouTube, some this thing, that thing, always in Instagram, always, you know, talking with people. After some time, you feel very bad about yourself. Nobody need to think bad about yourself. You yourself feel bad. This is called as moham. The mind gives exaggerated value to certain things and thinks this only will give me happiness. That is why we do it again and again and again. Even if you don't want, we do it. This is called the moham. The mohathile periya moham, pen moham. Man, pen, pon. Pon, man, pon, pen, man சொல்லுவாங்க. Pon means gold, wealth. Pen means women, means what? Pleasure, this, that. And man means what? Want to have more and more real estate. Ground, I want to buy. So this whole moha means what? Mind gives exaggerated value to all this. This only will give me happiness, security. I want this more and more. When you want this more and more, how can you turn within? How can you think about the higher? So when you involve in satsang more and more, you get clarity about life and mind withdraws from the world, and then you give the right value to things and beings. It is not that you hate. You give the right value. You see things as they are. This is called as nirmohatva. You see things clearly as they are. Now we don't see things as they are. he sees very different things. Exaggerated value we give. See, the things and beings in the world outside cannot bind us. But we give the power for them to bind us through our exaggerated value. When I walk on the marketplace, let us say, I look at shops. In one shop there have been display of different bottles of different color. I watch that shop also and I move on. But a drunkard cannot move on like that. From there the bottle would say, come, come, inviting as if. Why? The bottle cannot attract him. The vasana within him. He has given that exaggerated value. Ah, the kick. At the end he is kicked out. So, whatever value, exaggerated value we give, then that inert object gain that power to sort of enslave you. So, this moha will go. So, when you come to satsanga, keep the company of good. Not only nissangatva happens, you become detached from the unreal, from the non-essentials, from the ephemeral, from the passing things. But you start seeing things clearly as they are. And you give only that much of value what you have to give and not anything more. This is nirmoha. When the mind is devoid of all passions, all moha, that mind will remain rooted in that peace, in that truth. That is nischala tattvam. Nirmohatve nischala tattvam. See here, satsangatve nissangatve. Nissanga means withdrawing, detached. Nissangatve nirmohatva. Moha is gone. You don't give exaggerated value, you see things clearly as they are. Nirmohatve, what happens? Nischala tattvam. You get rooted in that nischala, asayada. Nischala means not wavering. That stillness of the mind. That nischala tattvam, more and more you get established. Another reading of this nischala tattvam is nischalitvam. Chalana means what? Mind is always moving. Nischalitvam means it is not moving. When the mind becomes still, then that is great bliss, and that is the vision of the truth. So you get more and more established in that nischala tattvam, which is the source of all peace, bliss and love. It is the source of all love also. So when you get established, what happens? Nischala tattve jivan muktihi. You get liberated even while living. Jivan mukti means what? It is not that you get liberated only after you die. No. To die, you get liberated. Today you get liberated. I mean, while you are living here and now, you get liberated. Liberated means what? Mind becomes totally free. And nothing can bog you down. And nothing can bind you. And you have got the utmost clarity about everything. And you remain happy and peaceful. And you become the guiding light for the whole world. So, nischala tattve jivan mukti. So, where everything starts? Everything starts from what? Satsanga. Satsanga. You know, this Parikshit Maharaj, in Bhagavatam, this Parikshit Maharaj, he was cursed by a Brahmana because he did something mischievous. It's a big story, I don't want to elaborate. So he got cursed by a Brahmana. Only 7 days you are going to live, then you will die. You will be bitten by a snake and you will die. So those days Brahmanas were very, very truthful. So whatever they utter, it comes true. So Parikshit now, started, panicking. My God, I got only 7 days. Now what should I do now? He did one thing very wisely. He approached Shukamuni. Shukamuni was a great Mahatma, Vedavyasa's son. Shuka Munivar, a great devotee of the Lord. He approached him and he said, "Oh Lord, I have got only 7 days. I don't want to waste my time. Now you tell me the stories of the Lord. That is Bhagavata Katha. I want to listen to the stories. That is most purifying and that can liberate me. Now please tell me." So it is said, he gave up food, he gave up even water and everything, and one-pointed, he sat there and listened to the stories of Lord Hari. For 7 days, Saptaha they say, na? And then at the end of the 7th day, meaning what? He had a great satsanga with the Shukamuni for 7 days, only for 7 days. And his mind became very pure and his intellect opened up, got the ultimate clarity, and then he got the ultimate peace. What is liberation? He got the ultimate peace. And then he passed peacefully. That is the glory of satsanga. See, on the other hand, dussanga is very dangerous. If you have the company of the wrong people, life itself is destroyed. Is that not so? Wrong company is very dangerous. That is why when our children, when they go to universities, colleges, we advise them, please be careful about whom you have as your friend. Very important. Because we get very influenced by our company. Is that not so? So when you are with the company of the sadhu Swami like me, then you start thinking only about all this. When you go away with your friend to a party, your mind is very different, very rajasic, and talks all nonsense also. Even without your understanding, it talks all nonsense also. It thinks also about everything. So this is the influence. So the satsanga is very important. The company what you keep is very, very important. If you have a wrong company, and the first mind becomes impure, mind gets cluttered, and you take wrong decisions, go in a wrong path. That is all. So satsanga is very important. See, that is why when I told Ramesh and Akila that we should have more and more satsang, they immediately they obliged and they said, "Yes, Swami, we will have." And how beautiful it's happening. See, more and more satsang, you come again and again, listen, and more clarity you get about life. What to be done, what not to be done. And you feel happy or not to listen to the stories and listen to higher things by great masters. We are very inspired. So that is the glory of satsanga. So satsanga slowly leads you to nissanga, that is withdrawal from the world outside. And then all the delusions are gone, nirmoha. And then the mind becomes quiet and peaceful. It becomes established in that peace. And that is Jivanmukti. So it takes you to the ultimate goal. Satsanga takes you to the ultimate goal. So therefore one has to involve more and more in the satsanga. Okay, now moving on to the 10th verse. Vayasi ghate kah kama vikaraha.
Vayasi ghate kah kama vikaraha.
Shushke nire kah ka saraha.
Shushke nire kah ka saraha.
Shine vitte kah parivaraha.
Shine vitte kah parivaraha.
Jnate tatve kah samsaraha.
Jnate tatve kah samsaraha.
Vayasi ghate kah kama vikaraha.
Vayasi ghate kah kama vikaraha.
Shushke nire kah ka saraha.
Shushke nire kah ka saraha.
Shine vitte kah parivaraha.
Shine vitte kah parivaraha.
Jnate tatve kah samsaraha.
Jnate tatve kah samsaraha.
Bhaja Govindam,
Bhaja Govindam, Govindam bhaja mudamate. Samprapte sannihite kale, nahi nahi rakshati dukrum tarane.
just by associating with the great Mahatmas, will my samsara be sort of destroyed. Or I will come out of the samsara. How come? I am unable to believe. How is it possible? If you ask this question, then it is said, Vayasi ghate kaha kama vikaraha. When you become old, Vayasi ghate means what? When you become older and older, I mean 70 or 80, Vayasi ghate kaha kama vikaraha. Where the kama viharas go? Meaning kama viharas means what? That kind of indulgence in pleasure. Automatically your body becomes infirm and there is no kama seshtai. There may be some sort of kama thoughts, but that kama cheshtai, where has it gone means what? It cannot exist. When you become old and infirm, this kama vyavahara, where has it gone means what? It cannot operate in that medium. So where has it gone? Shushke nire, when the water is dried up. Kaha kasaraha, where the lake has gone. You call a lake as a lake as long as there is water. No? When the water is dried up, you no more call it as a lake. So when the water is dried up, where the lake has gone. No, he is going to drive a point now. Kshine vitte. Vitte means, vitta means what? The wealth. When the wealth goes away from you, kaha parivaraha, where is your family members gone? We saw yesterday, no? As long as you have money and wealth, people will be around you, saluting you, all those things. When you lose that capacity to earn and distribute wealth, even the people in your own house will not ask you, how are you? No? So here he is asking, Shine vitte kaha parivaraha, those who are around you, where they have gone? When you lost your money, your wealth, for some reason, where are the people around you? Where have they gone? Meaning, if you remove the cause, the effect also will go. Why you call a lake as a lake? Because of the water. When you remove the water, lake is no more called as a lake. When you are youthful, young, then there is kama vyavahara. When the youthfulness is removed, then there is no scope for kama vyavahara. Like that, jnate tattve kaha samsaraha. When you know the truth as it is, where is the samsara? Samsara means what? This existence, where we are toiling hard, going up and coming down. Sukha dukkha. This is called a samsara. Samsarati. Samsara. So, when you know the truth as it is, where is samsara gone? Meaning, there is no more samsara, no more transmigration, no more coming and going. Why? Because you are not knowing the truth, you are ignorant. There are desires, and therefore you go and come, and therefore you suffer in this vyavahara, in this world. You understand? So, jnate tattve kaha samsaraha. When you know the truth as it is, where is the samsara? When you involve yourself more and more in satsang, you get the clarity and you know the truth. When you know the truth, the samsara is removed. Why? When the cause is removed, the effect also goes automatically. What is the cause? Ignorance about oneself. Ignorance about everything is the cause for the samsara. When the cause of the ignorance is removed, samsara goes. How the ignorance can be removed? Through proper vichara, proper thinking and understanding. How will that happen? Through satsanga. See, this is how the thought is developed. See, immediately after the 9th verse, why this 10th verse? When the cause, the ignorance is removed, through the proper thinking, which is instilled through satsanga, the effect called the samsara or the sukha dukkha, the buffeting in sukha dukkha, everything goes. So therefore, when the cause is removed, the effect can never remain. So this is the faith of our great masters. They don't believe in symptomatic treatment. They go to the cause. This is how we have to live. See, in this world, people what they do, generally, they find some symptom. Immediately they want to address the symptom. So you get temporary relief. But again it may come and it may become worse. So that is not the way out. You have to try to find out why this is happening. Why am I suffering here? Because of my attachment I am suffering. Because of my ego I am suffering. So when you find out the real cause of your suffering, then to remove the suffering is not easy, not difficult actually. But if you do not know the cause, you are groping in darkness means what? You are going round and round. I don't know why I am suffering, but I am suffering. What can I do? Shall I go and have a drink so that I may not be happy? I will be happy. Or shall I go and watch a movie? See, all those things are temporary relief. I don't disagree. But you have to come back again and face yourself. Is that not so? You cannot run away from yourself. You can run away from everybody. But the tragedy of human life is we cannot run away from ourselves. And we are the problem. So we have to find out what is the real trouble, what is the problem. Why are we sad always? Why do we feel there is something missing in us? Everything is there but something is missing. This sense of hollowness, what is this? We have to find deeply. See, this is what our masters tell us. Unakku oru kuraivum illai. Nothing is lacking in you. You are Puranam. But alas, you don't know that. That is the problem. So you know it. How to know it? Follow this path, you will know it. So this is what satsang does to us. That gives us clarity. The Guru's prasada is clarity. It gives you clarity. Without clarity, if you walk, there is no use. See, people come to us and say, Swami, you teach meditation. I want to do meditation. Why do you want to do meditation, first of all? I don't know, everybody is doing, I also want to. Concentration of mind. See, that is all fine. Concentration of mind is very fine. But you should know why you want to do meditation and how to go about it. The science behind meditation you should know. See, then you need not do meditation, I tell you. Actually, when you know what is the real problem and how to fix it, things become very simple. But without knowing, you go round and round and round. So therefore, when you attend more and more satsang, study scriptures, contemplate on it. I tell you, see, our masters, they are not, they are not stupid idiots. I know you. They are all very, very enlightened. It's very deep, very fascinating. See, you and I have got ordinary intellect. People like Vivekananda, they had got extraordinary intellect. I tell you, when they go through a book just once, everything is there. Like that, they are extraordinarily brilliant people. But if they found something in it, there must be something, no? We think only we are intelligent. We know everything. They are all stupid. Padam Panjam, stupid people. No. With this attitude, we miss out so much. There is something in it. We have to dive deep and find out. So, they give us the cause for our suffering. What Buddha said? Asha dukkasya karana, he said. Meaning, what is the real cause of your suffering is desire. But Swami, how to give up desire? Don't worry. Give up all adharmic desire. Entertain only dharmic desire first. And then slowly you purify yourself. You understand? So therefore, only when you go deep and find out the problem, then you will be able to fix it. Chomma melotama abdiye chumma the tinkering solvanga adamari, you go on doing something, it will not help. Not at all help. See, that is why, yoga asana, pranayama, everything is very beautiful. But that alone cannot help. You should know what is the reason, what is the cause of this suffering, or cause of this bondage. Only when you go deep, and then asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, everything will help. But if you don't understand, when you don't have the proper knowledge, then all these things may help in little way, but not to great extent. See, that is why I get very disappointed when people get stuck only in the means, not understanding the end. See, these are all means to attain the end, but you should know what is the end, what is the real thing. You should go deep and then practice all these things that will help you. Without understanding anything, chumma meditation practice, like meditate, what will happen? You will develop headache, and you become a headache for others. How you become a headache to others? Now you have an attitude holier than thou. Now what is I am meditating? You people are useless. So therefore, we have to know what it is. Understanding, clarity, that is why we have to study scriptures and contemplate on it. See, when you come to Vedanta, they don't tell you too much about, meditation and all. They say Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. You have to hear first and you have to contemplate on it. Get the clarity first. And then live the clarity. To live the clarity, we need strength, spiritual strength. That spiritual strength we gain in the presence of the Master. That spiritual strength you need to walk this path, that spiritual strength is gained in the presence of the Master. He need not do anything to you. His very presence is very assuring. It gives you a lot of confidence and gives you a lot of strength. That is why satsanga is very important. You understand? Yoga is a means to control the mind. But why the mind should be controlled? You should know. And more than that, what is this mind which is creating havoc? You should know. Without knowing what is mind, without knowing why we have to control the mind, what we are going to achieve, just controlling the mind, for what? And can the mind be controlled? Mind can never be controlled. Please understand. Mind can never be controlled. The nature of the mind is chanchalatva. It can never be controlled. Then you understand what is mind. Manasam tu kim margane krite naiva manasam marga arjavat. When you understand what is mind, you find there is no mind actually. The mind which is not there is creating all the havoc. Yes, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Manadinuruvai Maravadu Sada, Manamena Undrillai Undi Para, Marka Ner Arkumi Undi Para. If you don't understand what is mind, why it is troubling, then you can never control or tame the mind. So Jnana Yoga is that which gives you insight into life, into our own minds, into our own selves, and maybe about God also. I don't know. So with the Jnana Yoga, then you start practicing this Ashtanga Yoga or whatever yoga, Karma Yoga, any yoga, then it makes sense. It gives you intensity. அப்படி இல்லாம சும்மா குருட்டுத்தனமா ஏதாவது பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்க வேண்டியது. So satsanga gives you the clarity, understanding. That is very important. See, in world also, who is paid a lot? Who is paid a lot? That fellow who has discovered something and has a patent, he becomes a billionaire. The other fellows who are using it, they remain always like that. This is everything. One spark of idea, Facebook has conquered the world. One spark, Instagram or whatever, WhatsApp, what a wonderful thing. Google, this search engine, whatever. Now AI, they say, machine learning, so many things. Everything started with spark. So, முதல்ல இதை நம்ம நல்லா பண்ணிக்கணும், அப்புறம் இதை நல்லா பண்ணணும், அப்புறம் எல்லாம் சரியாயிடும். நமக்கு இதுவும் அரகுறை, இதுவும் அரகுறை. So we are அரகுறை. So only இதை மட்டும் நல்லா பண்ணிட்டு இதை நீ கண்டுக்காம விட்டீங்கன்னா you become an intellectual beast and you are more destructive than anybody. Only when you attend to this and you disregard this, the heart, the emotions, the love and compassion, if you disregard, you become an intellectual beast. Only when you cater to this, you don't cater to this, you become an emotional idiot. Either you become an intellectual beast or an emotional idiot. Both are harmful. So that Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda says, you have to develop the head also and the heart also. And the integration of the head and heart. That is very important. And that is what is spirituality. Through study of scriptures, through satsanga and contemplation, you understand. Dive deep. And through heart, you feel for others. You expand. So only through heart you can expand. Love and serve, that is how you can expand. So when both these things are integrated, you glide into that supreme. So that is the path shown by our rishis. So that is what. Here, when the cause is removed, the effect is automatically removed. So when you know the truth, the samsara is removed. Okay. Now, moving on to the 11th. என்ன சொல்றதுனே தெரியல, ஒவ்வொன்றும் அப்படி ஒரு முத்தா இருக்கு பாருங்க. மா குரு தன ஜன யௌவன கர்வம், ஹரதி நிமேஷத் கால சர்வம், ஹரதி நிமேஷத் கால சர்வம், மாயாமயமிதமகிலம் புத்வா, பிரம்மபதம் த்வம் பிரவிஷ விதித்வா, மா குரு தன ஜன யௌவன கர்வம், ஹரதி நிமேஷத் கால சர்வம், மாயாமயமிதம் அகிலம் புத்வா, பிரம்மபதம் த்வம் பிரவிஷ விதித்வா, பஜ கோவிந்தம் கோவிந்தம் பஜ மூடமதே, संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति दुःखं करणे. मा कुरु धन जन यौवन गर्भम. Do not take pride, garvam, in dhana, wealth. You know what? I am the number one richest person. Dhana, jhana, I got people around me. So the great politicians, they think, I got the whole humanity of people around me. Nobody can shake me. Yavana, I am young and dynamic. I can do anything in this world. Young guy. அது ஒரு பயங்கரமான ஒரு கர்வம் இருக்கு. The youthfulness. I can go and do anything. அது ஒரு மதத்துன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. I can go and do anything. Ma Kuru, do not entertain such thoughts. Do not be proud of Dhana, Jana and Yavana. Why? This is very important. Harati nimeshat kala sarvam. This kala, this time is such. Harati, it destroys everything. Nimeshat. Within a second, everything can be destroyed. Harati nimeshat khalas. See, the people when they had gone to sleep, they would never imagine that the whole thing is going to collapse. In Kerala, recently happened, na? In Wayanad. Midnight, 2 o'clock, a big landslide, big flood and landslide. Next day morning, most of the people were not there to see. Some people, what they saw in front of their eyes, all the houses gone, along with all the wealth and everything gone. People gone, everything gone. Harati nimeshat kala sarva. Kala is such, it can destroy everything within a second. You don't even imagine. Gone, everything gone. They say na. And another thing they say na, the market crashed. And I also crashed. I don't understand it. They say he lost 20,000 crores in few hours. We feel very bad about it, right? Honestly, I tell you. 20,000 crores crash. How is this fellow living? He must be a jnani. It happens. Suddenly something happens somewhere in the world and your money is gone. All your life earning is gone. Anything can happen. And one day you had gone to the doctor and he said we have to do some more test. And they diagnosed cancer. Harati nimeshat kala sarva. Gone. Everything is gone. Meaning what? Sorry, I am not terrorizing or terrifying, scaring anybody. But what I mean to say, to drive the point, when the health goes for a toss, whatever money you have got has no meaning, right? And whatever people around you have got no meaning, right? So, this life is so sometimes terrible. Within a moment, everything is gone. Therefore, be humble. When you have got a lot of wealth, be grateful to the Lord. It is His gift to you. Howsoever you have put forward effort, but something has clicked. They say, no, the luck. Whatever. Adrishtam. Adrishtam means what? Which is not seen. That is some X factor which is not seen. Has helped. So be humble. Dhana, jana. Jana means what? You are so blessed that people love you and they are around you. But anything can happen any time. And everything can go away. See, one thing is very scary in this world. Among all the diseases, always one thing was very scary to me. This leprosy. I don't know how it has come and why it is and all those stuff. See, there, people run away from you. And because it is contagious, they say, and it takes away everything. Everything is gone. And I tell you, anybody can get any disease anytime. Harati nimesha kala sarvam. And you know, I always wonder how we are comfortably traveling in the planes and all. Anything can happen, it can crash. 33,000 feet you are traveling, something goes wrong, what happens? Ram Nam Sat Hai, Ram Nam Sat Hai, everything crashed. And it is happening. So this life is very uncertain. Very, very uncertain. We don't know. ஒண்ணு வேண்டாம்ப்பா சாப்பிட்ற சாப்பாடு சரியான அந்த குழாய் வழியாக போய் இன்னொரு குழாயில போச்சுன்னா முடிஞ்சு போச்சு தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? When you eat, it has to go through that pipe? Food pipe. If accidentally if it goes through the air pipe, you get choked. It has happened for very many people. Just a normal eating food can cause death. Harati nimeshat kala sarvam. We think we are going to live like this. Nobody knows. So therefore, whenever you are there, healthy, when a good thought comes to give to somebody or help somebody, do it today only. Don't postpone it. Because Harati Nimeshat Kalasya. Maya Mayamidam Agilam. This Akilam means this Akilam, this universe, Maya Mayam. It is just Maya. We don't know what it is. It's mysterious. Nobody knows. Why it happens, how it happens, nobody knows. See, these scientists are always, scaring us. This meteorite is coming down. Anytime we can hit the earth and everything gone. It can happen. Earth. I am always rotating and moving. I want to relax and rest for some time. What will happen? You and I will fly. Everything goes for a 6, right? So therefore, Harati Nimeshat Kalasya. And COVID. Harati Nimeshat Kalasarvam. Maya Mayamidam Agilam. Therefore, this Akilam, this life here is Maya Mayam, very mysterious, very uncertain, and nobody can predict, nobody knows. Therefore, be grounded. Romba tale thiricha aadada. Dhana jana yavvan maakuru dhana jana yavvana garbam. Edo konjam pana sambharichonna, don't think you can, you have done something great. When you are young, don't think, I can do anything. Harati Nimeshat Kalasya. Everything can be taken away from you within no time. Maya Mayam. Idam Akilam. This life here is full of mystery. Maya Mayam. Buddha, having known this, Brahma Padam Tvam Pravisha Viditva. Brahma Padam means what? That supreme Padam. Brahma Padam Tvam Pravisha. You try to enter into that supreme abode, where there is only peace and bliss, and which is imperishable, which will not change, which will not perish. So that is the abode which will not change or which will not perish. So enter into that abode when you are hale and hearty and when you have sufficient time in your hand and when you can put forward efforts. Please do it now and here, because you don't know. Harati Nimeshat Kalasya. The time can take away everything within no time. Nimisha means, what? The kan nimikra nirma. Everything is. See, yesterday I had a strange dream. I don't know why I have this dream. I get a lot of dreams. It's only a dream, huh? Yesterday what I dreamt, I was staying somewhere in a tent or on the bank of a river or somewhere I was staying. Somehow, a big flood. Suddenly a big flood in that river. And everything gone. See, really, yesterday I saw this dream. Somehow, I escaped somehow. But all the people who came with me, everybody gone. All the houses destroyed. Everything gone. And I get up. Ayo, what happened? Thank God, it's only a dream. Meaning what? See a second. See, when you dream is very real, right? The way the water gushes and destroys everything, and everybody shouts, yells, and then they are carried away. Everything gone. So much so that you don't recognize other tents or other places where you lived, A horrible dream, Madri. So, appada nanichen, naaluk nam edha pesa porom da yosikka porom. Harati Nimeshat Kalasya. And it can happen to you even now in the waking state. Who thought about tsunami? I have never heard about tsunami. But the waves erupted and everything destroyed within no time. Everything gone. So therefore, be grounded. Be humble. Think everything is a gift from the Lord. Be grateful to the Lord. And with that gift, whatever you can do, good to the world or to others, please try to do. Because when you go, you cannot carry anything except the Papa Punya, what you are doing here. Be kind to others. Try to make others happy. Paropakarartam idam shariram. It is said in our scriptures, this sharira, this deha, this body is given to us only for the service of others. Paropakarartam. So therefore, whenever it is possible, please give, please help, please make others happy. Whatever you do here, it comes back to you 100 times. Not for that. Giving is our dharma. Giving is joy. Because anytime, anything can happen. That is life. So that warning is given here. Therefore, Brahmapadam Tvam Pravisha. Pravisha means enter into that Brahmapadam, that supreme abode, which is Shashvatam. See, everything else is Ashashvatam here. I tell you, everything is Ashashvatam. Ashashvatam means you cannot say. But the Brahmapadam is Shashvatam. Therefore, enter into that Shashvatamana Brahmapadam. When you can, please put forward effort in that direction. Don't get entangled into this Maya Mayam Idam Akilam. This is Maya Mayam Idam. Means what? Enchanting. But uncertain. We don't know. When I had gone to UK, one elderly Ayya told me, Swamiji, here you cannot trust to 3 W's, he said. What 3 W's? You cannot trust the weather here. It can change any time. You cannot trust the work here. Because you are hired and fired any time. And you cannot trust the women here. They can ditch you any time. I was saying. So Ashashvatam. See, you realize Ashashvatam. See, in this part of the world, we don't realize that much actually. See, the family setup is very strong and everything. And somehow, when you have a government job, nobody can dismiss you till you die. And whether hot or hottest in Chennai and all, in Tiruvannamala. Here at least konjam paravayilla. So we are really comfortable. But when you go to other places, weather is horrible and work not as we think. They are very heartless people. The corporate is very heartless. They don't think about others. They only think about their own, that balance sheet. Very heartless. So they know it very much better than us. Maya, harati nimeshat khalas sarvam, gone. You are kicked out of the job, gone. Why? To get another job is nowadays becoming very difficult, especially in the western part. When you are growing older, people don't want older people. See, those days they say experienced people we want. Now they say we can train them, don't we? And AI can do everything. Chumma ninna podu. So harati nimeshat, they know it. You know what? When they lose their job, their main concern is they lose the medical insurance. That is a big problem there. When you don't have medical insurance, you have to die there. Or you have to mortgage everything. In the Madhuru system developed Vichikana, it is not rosy at all, I tell you. It is very difficult. People think, and I can tell you, when I was studying, one fellow who was studying with me, he was thinking, when I land in US, everything is done. Now you go and see, I tell you, I am warning you, you are all better off here. Things are difficult actually. So much of other things. So therefore they know it better. Harati nimeshat khalas. Everything is gone, taken away. So therefore, Maya mayamidam akilam buddhva brahmapadam tvam pravisha viditva. Now moving on to the 12th verse. Dinaya minyau sayam prataha.
Dinaya minyau sayam prataha.
Shishiravasantav punarayataha.
Shishiravasantav punarayataha.
Khala kridhati gacchati ayuhu.
Kala kridati gacchati ayuhu.
Tadhapi na munchati ashavayuhu.
Tadhapi na munchati ashavayuhu.
Dinaya minyau सायं प्रातः
विनयामिन्यौ सायं प्रातः
शिशिरवसन्तौ पुनरायातः
शिशिरवसन्तौ पुनरायातः
कालक्रीडति गच्छति आयुः
कालक्रीडति गच्छति आयुः
तदपि न मुञ्चति आशावायुः
तदपि न मुञ्चति आशावायुः
भज गोविन्दं
भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति दुग्रं करणे
दिनयामिन्यौ day and night sayam pratah the dusk and the dawn sayam pratah the dusk and the dawn shishira vasantau the winter and the spring punarayatah they come and they go. How beautiful the poem. Meaning what? Every day you wake up and it is day, and then it becomes evening, and then night you sleep, and then once again you wake up, and then the summer comes, goes, then the winter comes, goes. Punarayataha, khala kridati, time sports, gacchati ayu, and our life ebbs. Gacchati ayu, ayush na tarikane, nammode ayush, gacchati, it is ebbing away. Oh fool, please wake up. Every day the life is ebbing away from you. You are walking towards your grave. I think I was studying in the college or school in the college. I don't know, when did I pass out? Suddenly become, I am a sannyasi? And that's how people think, you know. He's going to the university or what? And after some time, his son will be going into the university. So the time sports, God. Dinayaminyu sayam prataha, shishira vasantau punarayataha. The day comes and the day goes, the night comes, the night goes, and the seasons come again and again. Today, cycle madri, punarayataha. Kala kridati gacchati ayuhu. The time sports, kala kridati. Aha. In Bhagavad Gita, 11th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Kalosmi lokaha. In the world, I am the time. I have come here to devour everything, he says. What he says, you know, I have come here to devour everything. Terrible form, he reveals his terrible form. First he was revealing his very goody-goody form. People were very happy. Arjuna was very happy. He was praising him. Then suddenly the scene changes. Because I am also the terrible. I am not only goody-goody, I am also the terrible. He started showing his terrible form. And he proclaims, Kalosmi lokaha. I am the time. I have come here to devour everything. So the time devours everything. It swallows everything. Time. Is that not so? My God, where have the people gone? The great kings, where have they gone? The great chieftains, the Senatipatis, where have they gone? The great scientists, where have they gone? Everybody is gone. And we are going, gone. Kala kridati gacchati ayu. And the quality of life, you know, only 40, 50 now. Afterwards, quality comes down. Why so much of diseases? Because what food we eat, you know, it is not very nutritious. Lot of fertilizer, lot of pesticides, and lot of GMO, they say, genetically modified. And in US, brinjal is like this. Say, what is this brinjal? Yes. What is this? You are aniyayama irukku. Kathirikana kuda paathirukom brinjal. Oh, kathirikana. But there is no taste in it. Kathirika. Takkali. What is this happening here? We want more, you know, money. Produce more. This person, this humanity has Gone, I tell you. More. Like that Gundodaran, in that Meenakshi Kalyanam. Innum podu. Pasi. He was jumping it. We all have become like Gundodarans. No. No, dil mangte hai.
Dil
ಅದು ಪೆರ್ಮೆಯಾಗಿ ಸಲ್ಲಿಕೆ ದಿಲ್ ಮಾಂಗ್ತೆ ಹೈ. But you know what? Khala kridati ghachati ayu. My dear, you are foolishly celebrating your birthday every year. Please understand, you are becoming older and older. Now you are walking towards your grave. So the idea here is, there is no time to waste. The quality of life we are not assured. Those days, even 80-year-old person used to be strong. But here, 40, 50 gone. 60, 70, it's like that. So after some time, we live like vegetables only. We do not know what to do. We are unable to die also. No energy to die also. So we are alive. Like that we live. So we don't know. Therefore, when we are young, hale and hearty, when there is energy, when there is health, Bhaja Govindam. Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Oh fool! You are not going to get anything here. You are unnecessarily running after it. For Alpamana Vishit you are running after. What you are going to get here? Nothing. Everything passes. So therefore, wake up. Bhaja Govindam. Govinda means not only Govinda with Changu Chakra, don't imagine like that. Govinda means the higher, the supreme. You understand? So avoid there. But the Vaishnavites would get angry with this. When he has said Govinda, how can you interpret as supreme? Govinda means Narayana. Okay. Govinda also means Narayana. Then Shaivites will come and attack me. Why only Govinda? You say Bhaja Shiva. Bhaja Govindam. So therefore, to be neutral, I say, worship me. Huh? Means the real self, I mean. Suddenly, என்ன சொல்றாச்சு? Worship means சொல்லிட்டு. Mam anusmara yudhyachaன்னு சொல்றாரு Krishna. Mam means what? The reality, the self, the true self. The body mind is false. It decays and it dies. The real self. So therefore, Bhaja Govindam. Khala kridati gachati ayuhu tadapi na munchati asha vayu. Even then, tadapi na munchati. It never leaves. What never leaves? Asha vayu. The desires doesn't leave. Even you become older and older, vayu pokkavayaish, no teeth. Pakkoda irundha nalla irukkum thonum. How nice would be. Pakkoda irundha nalla. Pallu illaiye pa kadikka. Paravala apdi chappi illa idichu kudu pakkoda. Tatapina munchati asha vayu. See, Bhagavan has given you diabetes for what? You should not eat sugar. No, I will have that what? Artificial sweet I use. I tell you, it is all dangerous. Don't use it. Artificial sugar is not good. So, what I mean to say is, the desires, they grow. Asha Vayuhu means what? Like a wind, uncontrollable. Tadapina Munchati means, even after that, it doesn't leave you, the desires doesn't leave you. Even when you grow older, disease, death, whatever, suffering, Tadapina Munchati, Asha Vayu. Asha means desire. This Asha, which is compared to Vayu. Why? It is uncontrolled. Tadapi na munchati means it doesn't leave you. Even now you have desires. I have travelled everywhere, but I have not gone to Greece. Why? I don't know. I want to go to Greece. I had gone to Greece this time. Just for 2 hours. Transit. Enna Swami singing in Greece, I used the washroom. I want to go to Greece. But you can't walk now. I will go in the wheelchair. இவ்வளோ ஆன பிறகு இன்னும் ஆசை போலையே. See, what is there? I don't really know. The same buildings, same water bodies, same forest. See, after some time you get, enough. You've seen everything, enough. But the ஆசை போக மாட்டேங்க. அங்கே போகணும், இங்கே போகணும், அதை பார்க்கணும், இதை பார்க்கணும். உங்கள் குடும்பத்தை பாருங்க முதல்ல. அங்கே போ, இதை பார்க்கலாம். I don't know really people. And that is fashion nowadays. You know what? Next year, where are you planning to go for your vacation? I want to go to hell. Then go to US. What I mean? Tadapina munchati asha vayu. Desires are not leaving, alas. What a tragic thing, That is why he is saying, more you grow older, more you should give up all these attachment desires, and more you should think about the Lord, because that alone is going to help you. Nahi nahi rakshati dunkrum karani. All this worldly pursuit, running here and there, doing this and that may not help you. So please think about the Lord when you can. Later when you cannot, you cannot. We have question and answer for 10 minutes.
One more sloka.
I know, but there is no time now. So you are alert, very good, you are awake. Good. See, I told in the first class, that the first 2 verses is a chorus. And then there are 12 verses given by Adi Shankara, which is called as Dwadasha Manjarika Stotra. Bouquet of 12 flowers. So altogether 30. First one and plus 12. So I told them that we are going to finish only Dwadasha Manjarika, but we didn't have that kind of a time to finish the 30th one. So till 12 we will finish now. Next session we will have the rest of it. Yes, anything? Any doubts or any question? Swami in satsang varadavatti nallada irundom. After coming to satsang we became very sad. After coming to satsang we should become happy now. But after coming to satsang we have become very sad. That is good. Means you are all enlightened. You have got all the clarities, no doubts. He is not enlightened. He is still in ignorance. Yes.
For sattvic of food, garlic and onion is going to help or is going to problem?
How is this going to help you now?
I will.
See, we are talking about something very, very profound. You are asking this kind of a question. Okay, onion and garlic, if you don't eat it is good. Okay? See, because whatever food we eat goes to make our mind also. The subtle part of the food goes to make our mind also. So our great rishis and mahatmas have found out certain food to have the rajasic nature. Rajasic means it can provoke you, it can agitate you, confuse you. There are certain food like that. The certain food can put you into some sort of dullness. Already we are dull-witted. So they have analyzed, they have understood. The sattvic food, there are certain food, vegetarian and sattvic, that can make your mind very alert, very aware and awake, all those stuff. That is called a sattvic food, where it can keep your mind very, clear, not too much oscillating. There are certain food like that. They're called sattvic. Certain food, rajasic food, can agitate you and also can provoke certain emotions, sentiments. So this onion garlic, it is traditionally believed that is not good for brahmacharya. That's what it is said. So therefore, sannyasis generally, brahmacharis and sannyasis are not advised to eat onion and garlic. But you know what? That is all fine. Yes, I agree. It's all there. But we should not get stuck into all those things and stop there only. Okay, okay, don't eat garlic and onion and garlic. But there are so many other things to ponder over, to understand, to appreciate, to grow. So therefore, these things form a very, very basic part of our discipline. That is also important. I am not denying it. But எனக்கு என்னன்னா இவ்வளோ விஷயம் நம்மளாம் பேசிட்டு கடைசியில் காலை நாளைக்கு போய் நிற்குதேன்னு எனக்கு ரொம்ப வருத்தமாக இருக்கு. Okay. Okay, what I mean to say is, his question, it is fine. So the rajasic food, it is better to avoid. And tamasic means, you know what? When I tell you what is tamasic food, you will feel very bad about it. See, in our Panchangam, in our traditional calendar, it is said, Yamam, Ori Yamam nu சொல்லுவாங்க. அப்படி என்ன தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? I also don't know. Actually, they say, ரெண்டு நாழிகையோ ஏதோ சேர்ந்து ஒரு யாமம் நினைக்கிறேன். It is something like 3 hours or something. I'm not sure about that. I will check and tell you. Some 3 hours or something should be ஒரு யாமம். I will check and tell you. There is something called as 2.5 யாமம். Okay, 2.5 hours to 3 hours வச்சுப்போமே. ரெண்டு நாழிகைன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. கரெக்ட் தான். So அது யாமம்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. There is something called as, in Gita it is said, tamasic food means yata yamam. That food which has been there for 2.5 hours has become stale. You should not eat. That is what it is said. Please repeat again. 2.5 hours food. Beyond that you should not eat. Fresh you have to cook, hot and eat. If not, don't cook, don't eat. Have some fruits. But you know what? When you go to US and all, they cook only for once in a week. Gone. But you can't complain because they are made that way. So therefore, that becomes stale, they say. It becomes tamasic. So tamasic food will make you tamasic. Already we are tamasic. And the fridge, they put microwave, fridge, microwave, but they are very alert and very surusurupa. They are really active and doing so many things. But it is said traditionally, it creates tamassin. See, the alcohol, kallu, toddy, liquor, it creates tamassin. And the non-vegetarian food creates rajas and tamassin. And even in sattvic food, if you eat like this, anda, gundava, tapta, you become dull, tamasic. So sattvic food is very good for sadhana. Onion and garlic, if you can avoid, if you are a seeker, it is told like that. But if you are in a grihastha-ashrama, see, if you are in a grihastha-ashrama, if you are leading a normal life, these things don't matter that much. But when you are sincere seeker, when you are given up, when you are a sannyasi, it all matters. But beyond a point, too much we should not talk about this. Only about this and waste our life. I am wasting my time talking too much about this. Yes. Anything else? Nothing?
Swamiji, you talked about satsang as a way to pursue higher intelligence, daily practice to make it consistent. My question from yesterday was how to make this muscle memory, where this becomes a process which takes you to higher intelligence. Now for me, the practical challenge is this kind of a setting happens once in 3 months. And I do have a good friend circle, but
you know what? Nowadays you can have good satsang. Nothing you need to do. Open the YouTube and tuck, you put Gita talks. 1000 videos you get. You just tuck, satsang only, na? Why are you complaining that you don't have such gathering? Not only such gathering, even a discourse given by a great Mahatma, if you listen, it is a good satsang. And not only that, even the books written by great people, if you read, that is also satsang. If you listen to a wonderful music, that is also satsang. If you listen to the bird chirping and you lose yourself, if you sit on the beaches and if you listen only to the waves, that is satsang. If you go upstairs, motta maadiki poi and nakshatrathaiye paathitu irundha, it is satsang. தென்றல் வந்து தீண்டும் பொழுது அந்த தென்றல் தீண்ட சுகத்தை அனுபவிச்சா சத்சங். நெருப்புல கையை விடும் பொழுது அந்த நெருப்புல உள்ள அந்த இதை உணரும் போது சத்சங். Pratibodha viditam madam. In every experience there is Sat. So if you really live every experience consciously, deliberately, with awareness, you are living with Sat. Sat Sang. தீக்குள் விரலை வைத்தால் நந்தலாலா நின்னை தீண்டும் இன்பம் தோன்றுதடா நந்தலாலா. Meaning what? When I touch the fire, I feel as if I am touching you, Nandalala. What a thought! Imagine, but that is true. In every experience, there is truth. Because no experience is possible without the grace or touch of the truth or the consciousness. Therefore, instead of getting lost in the individual experience, if you experience everything with an open mind, alert mind, living in the present, you are with the Sat only. Only illa. You open your eyes and see, you are in satsang. Open your ears and hear, you are in satsang. We don't see, we don't hear, we don't feel. Why? We are preoccupied with so many things. Even when we walk, for walking when you go, you don't see. You are preoccupied with something. You don't hear. You don't touch. You don't feel. Because we are very preoccupied with so many things. When you can see, when you are seeing, when you can hear, when you are hearing, when you feel, when you are feeling, that is satsang going on. When you eat a laddu, when you remain one with the taste, you are in satsang. When you are eating laddu, if you are thinking about the movie or your work, you are not in satsang. Just be there in that experience. The essence of the experience is Sat. That is satsang. So that way, everywhere there is only satsang. When you know how to be in satsang, there is only satsang. Because you are of the nature of Sat. How can you be other than satsang? Because your nature is Sat. So if you are one with your own self, you are in satsang. So when you are interacting in the world, if you are one with all experiences, you are in satsang. When you are with yourself, when you are only with yourself, you are in satsang. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.